I'm your host, Rob Carbone. This is BD4.
Barrett, some shake and bake, catch a three. Stands alive in the crowd. Oh, hang on to the roof. Goodbye. Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down. Gotta put four fingers up when Torres comes to the plate. The wall. See ya. See ya. Out here, the pistol comes under. Got it. Yankees win.
All right, well, Yanks take a series from Tropicana. Listen, it's not... Look, they won. They won the series. Unfortunately, they dropped the third game. Whatever, it was in the cards. You know, this is a tough team to sweep at the Trop, but this team is just boring. Am I the only one who thinks they're just boring? Like, this big lineup they have, I don't know, man. I'm having a really hard time enjoying this team thoroughly. Even though we're winning more now, you know, we have gotten back on track ever since, you know, that Braves series. We've looked better and better. But, I mean, you look around the league, dude. Every offense is really struggling. So that's one of the excuses people are using, is that offense is down all around the league. But of that, the Yankees are still in the bottom in all these categories. It's very hard to watch. I mean, it's really, really difficult to sit there and watch Yankees baseball now. And it's very unfortunate because you've got all these big names, these guys who have thrived for you in the past. Obviously, Giancarlo and Aaron Judge leading the way, but Gleyber Torres was so promising his first two seasons. Gary Sanchez, he's been terrible forever, but, you know, DJ LeMahieu even having a down year, and I'm not asking him to hit 360, 330 again, but he's not even near 300. Not even near 300. I mean, you look. I have, if you're watching the podcast, you'll be able to see this, obviously. If I can pull it up here, I was looking on MLB.com. Here we go. Right here. Okay, so first of all, yeah, baseball is in a pathetic state right now. Of the top 10 batting averages in baseball, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of those 10 teams hitting in the 240s. That's the top 10. And then you have the Yankees. So even if you're going to use that excuse, oh, everybody's struggling this year offensively. The homers are down, blah, blah, blah. The averages are down even more so. But of that, the Yankees are still bottom of the barrel. They're bottom third, 25th. Their averages, they're hitting 220 collectively. Their on base is 317, which, let's see, I don't think that places that low. Yeah, so they're walking. They're taking a ton of pitches. But they can't hit. From what it looks like here, the slugging percentage is even down. Bottom third of the league again. And, you know, it's outside of Giancarlo Stanton, outside of Gio Urshela, there aren't many Yankees that are performing to their expectation this season. Right? You can throw Judge in there. You can also not. I still feel like it's been a little bit of an underachieving year to his standards. He doesn't look the same in the field. The bat's been more streaky than usual. But he did have a very solid series Aaron Judge, I have it right down here. He went 6 for 11, right? As soon as Giancarlo starts to come back down to earth, Aaron Judge picks up and he goes 6 for 11 with a solo bomb. So maybe that's a positive sign. So if you want to throw him in there, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo, and Gio Urshela, outside of those three guys, nobody's been playing to their norm. The top of the order, again, those three guys holding their own to a degree. But you look at other guys, even DJ, like I said, he's been decent, but he's not been near what we're paying for right now. And hopefully he can kind of figure it out to where he could be that 300, 850 guy. But you go more towards the bottom of the order, that's where I have an issue. You've got Clint Fraser, who looks absolutely terrible at the plate. After a promising season last year in the shortened year, he looks like dog shit. And we're going to touch real briefly on him and the whole ejection in Game 2. But, man, he looks terrible up there. We tried nitpicking and saying, oh, he was walking for a bit during this stretch and was more aggressive. But it's that's the thing. These nitpicky stats, we're trying so hard to find stuff with everybody. We've been doing it with Torres. Oh, well, he is this in his last of this games. At what point does it become, maybe it's just not the year for this guy and that guy? Maybe DJ just doesn't have that. Maybe he's going through one of the years he had in Colorado a few times, where he was 270, 700 average in OPS. It's maybe Torres is heading down Gary path. Maybe Clint Fraser isn't that great after. Like, at what point do we look at it and say they're not bound to turn it around? Some of these guys. And I said at the start of the season, they're a streaky ball club. They're offensively, at least. They're going to have their peaks and valleys, that lineup. But, when is that peak going to come, dude? We are in mid-May. Pretty much mid-May. As I am recording, it is just past midnight. So it's technically Friday morning, May 14th. It's mid-May. It is mid-May, and we still haven't seen a super consistent stretch from this Yankee lineup. Is it going to come around? I would have to believe. I mean, they do their job in the regular season. They hit home runs and they walk a ton, and they hit home runs and they hit some more home runs. But it's got to come, and they have home runs. But while they're not a high average hitting ball club, I don't think they should have this many people below the fucking Mendoza. Aaron Hicks, who we haven't even mentioned yet. I mean, I would expect some of these guys to at least have a decent looking line. It's ugly. It's very ugly. The New York Yankees are hitting 220 collectively. 220. So that means you're not getting a hit almost 80% of the time. If I'm doing that math correctly, almost, right? You're not getting a hit 78% of the time. 78% of the time, you are not getting a hit. You're either getting out, or you're walking, or getting hit by a pitch. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, but it's very boring. And it sucks because we should be talking about how the Yankees just took 2 out of 3. And we will. We'll give our positives. But to me, it's just like, I want to be more confident in them, because the best part of their team is supposed to be the offense. And, while the pitching has stepped up, we should probably give them more praise than knock the offense maybe. But it's not fun. It's just boring. It's just boring watching them struggle. Poor at-bats from some of these guys. Strikeouts. Weak double play, ground balls. It can be brutal. But we are winning series now. We've won a bunch of series in a row. We haven't lost the series. I'm pretty sure haven't lost dating back to the series before Atlanta. Was it Toronto, the Blue Jays? Was it the Rays? We haven't lost in a while. Knock on wood. A series. We split with the O's, but we've got reason to believe with the way we're playing right now, we are bound to bounce back. Who we take on them for a 4-game set, I think, at Camden, and I'm excited for that. Because I think the Yankees will at least take 3, and they should at least take 3. But Ken Singleton's coming back into the booth. That's cool. I had thought he retired, but then I read something that said, I think he's back for just 25 games this season, and then he's retiring at the end of the year. So he's far and away my favorite in that booth. Yeah, he's the man. So I'm excited to see him. Is tomorrow a day game? I would have to look. I don't know if tomorrow's a day game. It could be a day game. It is a Friday. I think the Saturday, Sundays are... I know those are day games, but... No, tomorrow's 7 o'clock. Even Saturday is 7 o'clock. Okay, Sunday's the 1 o'clock. Sundays are always the 1 o'clock games, but... So it's 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock were the first 2 games. Oh, it's a 3-game set. For some reason, I thought this was the 4. Okay, the 4-game set is the following series against Texas. But so we've got Baltimore for 3. Can we take 3? That would be nice to sweep them this time around. That would be nice to take a sweep. Yeah. So after tonight's loss, we dropped to 3rd place. Baltimore's back where they should be in the basement. Boston's surprising, and I kind of said it at the start of the year. I just threw it out there that it wouldn't be crazy to see them surprise and raise eyebrows. Sorry, I thought I had the page up. Here we go. Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I just hope we can get the offense going again and have a product that looks really dominant once again. We only have a +8 run differential. We should be that team like Toronto and Boston here with the +34 and 36. Fucking White Sox got a +66. We need, with how good our pitching has been, only 135 runs, which is the lowest in the division. They deserve more run support. They deserve a lot more run support. And to have 143, barely edging out the last place Baltimore Orioles is 138. Kind of gross. Kind of disappointing. Very gross. So it sucks. But we did win the series. Let's try not to be too negative, Robert. It's just I wish I had more fun watching this team. Tell you who I do have fun watching? These fucking guys. Not the 2013 Knicks, Mello, but the fucking 2021 New York Knickerbockers have officially clinched the playoffs. Now, we did I recorded an episode last night. It was supposed to come out, but the software, I switched softwares and I love it. But before I figured out what the problem was, it was very choppy. Even the software that I switched to OBS, I went from XSplit to OBS Studios, and because XSplit was very choppy and very laggy. So last night on OBS Studios, it was still choppy. I was like, what the hell's going on? But I messed around with the settings and we're good now. But unfortunately, I didn't know that last night, so I didn't post the episode because it was not good quality. We were going to talk Knicks, obviously, but we skipped an episode there. But we will be back with the Knicks. I might do an episode tomorrow night. As you're listening, tomorrow night is tonight, Friday. If not, I'll just save it for the end of the regular season episode, and then we'll talk about what's to come in the playoffs, because the Knicks have clinched the motherfucking playoffs. First time in 8 years. I am so proud of them, man. I cannot be more proud of them. Unfriggin' believable. I love it. I love it. I don't know, man. I can't believe we're in this position. Like, my father took me to Game 2 of the Eastern Conference first rounder in 2013, where Carmelo Anthony dropped 34 points and the Knicks took the victory at the Garden. That was the first Knicks game I've ever went to, I believe, and it was a playoff game. I've heard about how loud the Garden gets. My father was talking it up before we got there. I remember we had a nice dinner before we arrived at the Garden, but when we got in the doors of the Garden and went in the fucking arena, that venue was the loudest thing I've ever heard. It wasn't just hype. It wasn't just talk. It was insanity. And I know with COVID and everything, there's still probably going to be some limit. But but New York deserves this. That's what I'm like. New York is. I am so happy for us. For New York, I'm in Jersey, but I'm so happy for Knicks fans. We deserve this, and I am sure, however many people they let in the building come, the end of the month and the playoffs start, they're gonna make it sound loud. They're gonna make it sound louder than any other arena. Whoever plays in the postseason, the Knicks are gonna have the loudest arena, no matter how many fans they have compared to other states. I would get tickets, but I'm sure it's gonna be a boatload. A boatload of boatload. I am telling you, it's gonna be a hell of a lot of money. Probably not gonna be on my budget. I don't know. Maybe I'll strike gold here on FanDuel in the upcoming day or two. We'll see what happens. We still got a couple more games left of the regular season, so maybe I'll hit big in one of these games. I don't know. And I have to catch the game tonight. I recorded the Knicks Spurs game. I heard they won, but I need to catch the taped version because I didn't watch it. I was watching the Yankees, and we were also recording an episode, which I'm going to put into this episode. Again, one of my best buddies, my cousin, Anthony, best friend. I had him back on the show. And he joined us later. Actually, I was talking to one of my buddies, Mike. So Mike and I were talking for a little bit. Anthony joined us later, and the three of us spoke. Talking. We'll get to it, so you'll see what we talked about. It was just UFC. We talked boxing. We talked reminiscing on some of our times on PlayStation with the NBA 2K. We had a good conversation. We talked about the world. It was good. It was a good time. So you're going to enjoy that. You're going to enjoy it. We talked for about 40 minutes or so. Again, that was my cousin Anthony. He came back on the show. He's been on a few times already. Just recently came on the show. And then we had, first time coming on, Mike. Mike's a buddy of mine. So Mike, Anthony, and I, three of us discussed a few different matters for about 40 minutes. So you're going to enjoy that episode. We're going to get to that in a second. But let's cover the Yankees first. Let's go over these three games really quick, and then we'll get to the episode with Mike, Anthony, and I. And then from there, that'll be that, guys. So let's head to our first break, and we'll get to things when we get back. Be right back. Dun, 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 dun. Before we even get into it, there was a really fucking awesome stat I read on Instagram. And I looked it up because, Instagram it's not the most reliable source for like fucking statistics, but Bryce Harper versus Barry Bonds. Through their first 5,000 plate appearances. Then they had a stats comparison. Batting average, OPS, walks, RBIs, home runs. Very, very similar. Now, again, the first 5,000 plate appearances, so that was before Bonds, went off and belted everything with the juice. But maybe Harper's going to go off soon. He's had a good career, Harper. I don't think he's as great as people hype him up to be. And maybe that's out there now. But they were comparing the stats, and they were pretty fucking similar. They were very close in a lot of categories. Harper was just behind in a lot of categories, like average, OPS, and just behind in a few other, I think, walks and something else. But he actually has Bonds, and what I was very surprised with, again, the first 5,000 plate appearances of each of their careers, Bryce has Bonds in RBIs and home runs. He hasn't beat so far by a little bit. So, thought that was interesting. All right. Just wanted to add that little tidbit in there. Thought that was a pretty cool nugget of information. Let's get to it. Let's get right into it. No need to waste any time. And let's dive into the first game of the set. Yanks Rays. Yeah, we took the 3-1 victory. Here we are. In the first game, it wasn't a thriller. It wasn't exciting with offense. It was a good pitching game by both sides. It was Montgomery versus Patino. Good game for both of them. The offense, the Yankees got the home run from Aaron Judge in the top of the first. Later scored on that pass ball by Zunino in the third. 2-0 Yankees. Zunino gets it right back, and he belts one out in the bottom of the third. Gary gets the homer later for some breathing room, and the Yankees eventually take the 3-1 win. Montgomery, he did good. 6 innings, just that one earned run, and he had 9 strikeouts, a career high. I think they said it was tying a career high of 9 strikeouts for Jordan. Yeah, he was good. He's been good. He's been decent this year. And I was listening to John Boy a couple minutes, his podcast Talking Yanks, and they were saying how he's not thrown, I think Jake said he's not thrown 90 pitches yet. They haven't let him throw 90 pitches yet. And he's pitched decently. Most of his outings, 5 to 6 innings, 2 to 4 runs. Enough to where you think they let him go one time. Right? Just past 90 to 100 maybe. No. And then they said last year he didn't even throw north of 95. Is it, stress pitches, more high work type of pitches, more stress to the arm? Maybe, but I feel like some of these games you could let him go a little more. Like there have been a few instances this season where Boone has thrown him back out there and one mistake and then he pulls him right away. So he's pitching decently. I don't think any of it, his numbers don't stand out at you, but he's pitching exactly the way I expect Jordan Montgomery to pitch. He's a decent number 4, a decent, solid number 4 pitcher for the New York Yankees. So he goes 6 innings, 1 run, 9 strikeouts in game 1 of the series, and lowers the ERA to 3.96, which is good. Now under 4. That's the benchmark I like to keep my ERA under. And he's 2-1. That was just his second win of the year. Patino falls to 1-1. The 1.54 ERA for him. Chapman gets the save in the game. They go to Lasagna, then Chapman. And that was that. DJ picked up a hit. Stanton had a hit and a walk. Judge 2 hits. Gio a hit. And Voit and Gardner hit by a pitch. Luke Voit was welcomed back. That was his first game back. Hit in the fucking hand. Right away. Comes back, hit in the fucking hand. So that was nice to see. That was it. We took the game 1 victory. So, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't have much written down here. It's just the literal summary of the game. Usually I'll have some extra shit, but when the team isn't really exciting me, they're not doing much. It's these low-scoring games where we don't put the ball in play a ton or we don't hit. It's hard to really talk about a lot. So that was the first game of the set. As we get to game 2, this was the Gerrit Cole game where he won ape shit. Yankees win, even less to say. Yankees win 1-0. Cole versus McHugh and Yarborough. They did the whole opener shit. Kevin Cash. No offense at all, other than the Aaron Hicks sac fly later on. Gerrit Cole goes 8 strong shutout innings. Strikes out 12. Could have went more. Was under 100. No, I think he was just over 100. But he could have went more. He looked so dominant. But Aaron Boone said he left it all out there in the 8th. And if you watch that, he left it all out there. He was pounding the zone with straight up fastballs. I think I saw one off speed. And he struck out the side doing so. It was close to an immaculate inning. Maybe like 12 pitches tops. Most of them were strikes. It was pretty fucking filthy. Pretty filthy. Disgusting. And he continues that fucking ridiculous pace, that torrid pace that he's on for literally just striking people out instead of walking them. Just going to strike you out instead. Knock on wood. But you look at those numbers. Wow. Wow. Little swagger to him that game, too. Dude's growing a mustache, I've noticed. Anytime any Yankee grows one of those little above the lip mustache, well, that's what a mustache is, but anytime they grow one of those mustaches, because they're not allowed to go below the lip, it's like it's fucking weird looking. Giambi did it. I think Teixeira even did it for a little bit, right? It's just weird. He did have the beard with Houston. Yeah. This was the game where Clint Fraser got ejected for the first time in his career, arguing that borderline call. Yeah, buddy, you got no legs to stand on here. When you're hitting a $140, are you even? You probably shouldn't be doing this. You should probably just sit down. You're hitting a $140. If you've been even average, then sure, you could argue that call. But you're not hitting. That's not a good look. And Aaron Boone wasn't exactly happy about it because the Yankees had a short roster that game and they had to go to Brett Gardner. It wasn't pretty. That was game 2. Let's get to break, and when we get back, we'll touch on game 3. All right? All right. Game 3. I mean, this was tonight. The Yankees, or technically yesterday. Boring game, again, that I really didn't pay much attention to once it got out of hand. I was in the middle of the chat, which with Mike and Anthony, which, again, we're going to get to in just a couple seconds. 9-1. I think it was 9-1. They lost 9-1. Again, I didn't pay enough attention to really care as the game progressed. It was just bleh. Gary led the team with 2 hits. I guess that's cool. His on base has been better lately. 0 home runs for the team. No runs scored. So, bottom of the first, off Taillon. Diaz with the 2-run single. Or was it a 2-run double? I don't remember. Eventually, after 1 inning, it's 3-zip Rays. Meadows gets a homer in the 3rd inning. Rosarina, of course, chimes in, because why wouldn't he? It was 2-0 after the first, actually. Then it's 4-0 after the 3rd, and it just keeps tacking on. And fucking, the only run we got was we loaded the bases with nobody out in the 9th, and Clint Fraser, of course, grounds into a double play, and a run scores. It's very ugly. Hitless games from DJ, from Mike Ford, from Gardner, from Clint and Miggy. 5 total hits as a team, 4 total walks as a team, 10 strikeouts, 16 left on base. Oh my gosh. 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. Michael King. No. Didn't have it. Wilson. Of course he didn't have it. Taillon. Nope. And again, offensively, this was the game without Torres, Voit, or Hicks. Hicks is getting the MRI. Torres is on the COVID list. He's got the coronas. And fucking Voit, I guess, just getting the day already. Unless it has something to do with the hand. That would be sucky. Again, Taillon, it was very disappointing because he had been, somewhat encouraging lately. But he goes 4 2/3, 4 runs. He does strike out 9, but he's had a lot of good strikeout performances this year. Let's see if I can find his numbers. I'm trying to pull it up. I spilled coffee on my type cover for my Surface Pro, and so ever since then my keyboard's been all out of whack. At first it didn't work at all, but now it's just totally out of whack, and if I press one key, a bunch of other letters will be inputted. It sucks, and I don't want to have to buy a whole new type cover because they're so expensive, which is bullshit, but they are. But it looks like I might have to. I think I fucking ruined this one. I was going to look up Jameson Taillon's last so-and-so games in the game log, but again, I type in J and the slash key is getting hit. The H comes... It's all fucking out of whack. I wanted to see what his numbers were. He has been pitching better lately, so you thought, all right, this is against, another terrible hitting team. I think the Rays are even worse than us in batting average. They don't hit home run. I mean, they're a really bad hitting team. No, he doesn't do good. He strikes out 9, but it is the Rays, and he has striking out. He's striking people out. He's got the stuff this year, but he needs a secondary pitcher too. I mean, you cannot go through an MLB season trying to get batters out consistently with just a high fastball, high fastball, high fastball. He's got to mix in the changeup more. I mean, they were talking about how his last outing he threw 10% changeup, so they were complimenting him for that. That just goes to show he doesn't throw the changeup, and Matt Blake's getting everybody else to do it. Been somewhat effective for Montgomery. Obviously, Cole has had some good outings with it. Corey Kluber, that's been one of his better pitches, if not his best. But Taillon, no. He's shied away from that sinker, and he's throwing that high fastball, but that is it. Change up, nope. The breaking pitch, he's got a good, shape to the curve, but doesn't stand out at you right now. He's got to have something else in the bag. And so this was a disappointing outing for him. He took a step back, and the ERA is back over 5. I think it was already over 5, but it's worse, obviously. So, and Wilson came in. King first. The 0 earned run streak is over for Mike King. Whatever, he was bound to crash back down eventually. Hopefully he bounces back next time we see him, which who knows when that will be. But yeah, Taillon to King to Wilson, who, again, bad. This guy's really bad. This guy's been really bad. 3 out of his last 4 outings, I believe, he's let up a run. And I think it's even been 6 out of his last 9. Don't quote me on that, but maybe even 8. 6 of his last 8. Something along that line. And he's not been good. Well, there's a reason he's pitching in a blowout and not high leverage anymore. Right? In a punt game. And, yeah, the positives again. Judge, 6 for 11. The pitching was good again outside of Taillon. And that's it. But, man, this offense is rough. Clint Fraser, no. Mickey Andahart got another chance today with Torres on the DL or on the COVID list. Oh, for whatever still. He has not gotten a hit. And these, he's not making hard contact. He's not putting up competitive at-bats. He doesn't look good. The swing is ugly. The helicopter thing is I guess when you're not hitting, it looks worse. But, you've gotten sporadic chances, but those at-bats are piling up now in the last 2 years. And if he gets, I'm expecting him to be in the lineup in this Orioles series the upcoming series starting tomorrow. You got to hit against them. You're getting your chances, and this is how it's going to be. You're not going to get consistent at-bats this year. That's just the way it's going to be, so you have to take that. And if you're a good hitter, you can't make you got to find a way to hit. Eventually, you can't stick with the whole sample size narrative. He's going to have to start hitting eventually, and it's a shame. Kay was saying, it's in there, but at this point, we have to see it. It's been a little bit since Miggy has looked like the Miggy that we all knew and loved. 2018 was so long ago. Crazy how time flies. He looks bad. And, he has to find a position for him because he's switching around here and there. He played third base today. Nothing bad today. I don't think he got much balls. I don't think he got any. But again, I wasn't really paying too much attention. And that was that, guys. That was that. That was the Yankees. Took the 2 out of 3. Solid. Let's keep winning series going forward. Hopefully we can get a sweep here. It'd be nice to get a sweep since we haven't had one of the couple since that Detroit series. Let's now take care of another terrible team in the Baltimore Orioles. So let's head to break. When we get back, we'll do the question of the day, and then we'll get to the episode with Anthony, Mike, and I, where we talked UFC, boxing, talked a little 2K, and then just shot the shit for a bit. I had to do a lot of editing and cutting in that one because got into some politics. I didn't want to put that in the show. But, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's head to break, and we'll get to the question of the day, and we'll get right into the episode. All right. Yeah, so if you haven't yet, guys, be sure to subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, many more. You can watch us on YouTube if you don't want to listen to us. You can watch us on YouTube. You can follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can follow the blog. I write a blog. I got to get back at it. It's been a few days. I got to recap the entire Yankees series in one article tomorrow, and I have to start talking Knicks again. But I've been busy. Again, as soon as the series, the 2 seasons, the NBA and the MLB season, are overlapping, so it's tough for me to daily recap right now. But we'll get back to that soon. So if you want to follow the blog and subscribe to that, if you want to subscribe to the podcast and follow me on social media, all that stuff, just go to my Linktree, linktr.ee/rjcarbone. All right. So once again, that is linktr.ee/rjcarbone. linktr.ee/rjcarbone. That's how you find my Linktree. That will take you to the page that displays all my information and such. All right. So, yeah, last time out, the NYK question of the day for episode 244, was it? Yeah, this is 245. So episode 244, our NYK question of the day. During his 7 years with the Yankees, this player played in exactly 1,000 games and had exactly 1,000 hits. Who was it? Well, the answer to that question, Joe Gordon. Joe Gordon played exactly 1,000 games with New York and had exactly 1,000 hits. That was the question for 244 and the answer for it. Our NYK question of the day for episode 245 of the podcast BD4, where there's no better way to get your Yankees or Knicks analysis, brought to you by Anchor. Best way to make a podcast, go to the Anchor app or download the Anchor app, or go to anchor.fm. In 2012, when Mariano Rivera suffered that devastating injury, this guy closed 42 games, or saved 42 games for the Yankees. Who is he? All right, so when Mariano suffered that devastating injury back in 2012, who was the closer the Yankees went with, who recorded 42 saves? What was his name? All right, so let me know the answer on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter in the comments section. Or you can just let me know, by messaging me on one of those platforms. And if you get it correct, I'll shout you out. All right. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, I am your host, RJ Carbone. This is episode 245 of the podcast BD4, where there's no better way to get your Yankees and Knicks analysis. Let's get to it. We might as well get right to it. Again, Anthony, my cousin, my best friend, Mike, good buddy of mine. We had a great discussion. Talked MMA, UFC, and we, again, just shot the shit on whatever came to mind. Talked NBA 2K. It was fun. It was a really good time, so let's get to that. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you next time. Ciao.
I would just love to see, just because I think it'd be hilarious and I think it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Would be Mike Tyson. I would love to see one of them motherfuckers play Mike Tyson.
He could probably still fucking.
He'd ruin them. He'd ruin them. Because we watched that one where, he was getting hit in the face. He wasn't. He's fine. He's not. He's got a chin.
Mm-hmm.
But the other, I think, would be a really good fight for either one, Logan or Jake, would be Vitaly Lomachenko. That would be the fight to make.
Who's that? I feel like I know who that is.
He was pound for pound before Teofimo Lopez knocked him out and took his belt. Yeah. Okay. Lomachenko was like, he's been at the top for 5-6 years.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's the fight to make. I really do.
Yeah.
Dude is good.
I only know a little bit of box. I know Canelo, obviously.
I'd like to see him in there too with him.
Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah.
I don't watch it anymore. I just watch MMA.
Yeah, and then this new MMA I've seen, this PFL.
Bellator?
Looks interesting. No, it's actually it's on the.
Oh, it's like a separate.
Yeah, it's PFL. It's on ESPN. It's Professional Fighting League or something.
Huh.
Yeah, and it's got Fabricio Verdum. He's in it. Yeah, and one of the Diaz, or no. Yeah.
Really?
One of the Diaz brothers or Pettis. Might be Anthony Pettis. One of them. He's in there too. Yeah, so that may be something to keep an eye on. I don't know if that's where all the washed out
Yeah,
UFC fighters are going, or if that's
it's where they go to die,
like
maybe.
possibly.
I don't know.
'Cause, I mean,
I like sticking to UFC. UFC is just so exciting for me.
yeah, I can't get enough of it. Dude, this weekend should be good too. Charles
It's
Oliveira.
in Texas too, right?
Yeah, they all
I
have
think so.
fans.
It's gonna be, dude. I tell you what. I caught on to MMA. I started watching. Like I was always a casual fan, but I started like hopping on the wagon last summer
Hmm.
during lockdown when there was no other sports
That
going
was all
on,
there was. Yeah.
and there was no crowd or anything. So I had to. That was the norm for me. I saw that for a year, and then when they finally had the fucking the Jacksonville one a couple weeks
Oh yeah,
ago,
yeah, yeah.
I realized how much fucking more excited it is.
Oh, dude,
How much more exciting it is with an actual full, what was it,
it's
15K people?
electric.
It is
Yeah,
so legit. I
yeah.
mean,
I mean,
they can't go back to having no fans. They got to keep going from here.
yeah, yeah. Because
It's
when Usman knocked Masvidal out, dude, that place went
and there were
freaking
3 knockouts
crazy.
in that
Yeah,
title. There's 3 title fights, all knockouts.
and that whole card was
Yeah, it was a good
amazing.
card, dude.
The whole card.
That was the greatest. I mean, again, I've only watched for a year, but that was the greatest one I've seen so far.
Yes. And for that, and that was, it's a sad, man, but that was the perfect card for dude to break his leg because that whole
Eh.
place was just like, ooh, I mean,
It was the
it was
same dude
electric.
who did it to Anderson.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? I think it's funny because Karma's a bitch, man.
Yeah,
When Silva did that and
yeah.
broke his leg, that dude danced around the octagon like he won
I
and he
didn't
was so
realize that.
happy. Yeah,
Somebody
go
told
back
me
and
that the
watch
other
it.
day. I didn't know that.
Mhm.
I mean, I saw the clip of Silva, but I didn't realize. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the other dude. To
Yeah.
what's his name?
Chris Weidman.
Chris Weidman. Yeah, Chris Weidman. Damn.
Yeah. Go back and watch that video from it's like 8 years ago. A dude started
Yeah.
dancing around with his hands up like he'd done something great. And I'm like, dude just
Wow.
broke his leg and you're gonna act like you won? Like, nah. So it was great to see. And then of course Silva's class act, man. He was congratulating or saying he was, sorry what happened. He was felt for him and stuff. But I mean, if I was Silva, I'd have been like, that's what you get,
Yeah.
dick.
All right. Let's see where the fuck Anthony is. I'm trying to get him.
Why does this thing say recording up here? Are you recording?
I'm gonna cut out whatever we need to.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
but
No.
I'm glad I ain't picked my nose or nothing. I'm up there.
I'll cut it out if you do anything stupid.
Oh shit!
I just
Yeah.
figured you might as well do it with
Yeah.
Anthony not here yet.
Don't bother me.
So Dan's getting married,
Oh geez.
and he tells
That's
me he
scary.
didn't. He's like, I don't want to. I'm like, oh,
He
that's
say you don't
good.
want to?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm like, oh,
Get
that's
out now.
wonderful.
Get out now.
He's
Wait, so
supposed to
that
go
means
leave the country to go to see her parents and shit, and he's dreading it.
did she propose to him?
I have
Or
no idea.
did he propose to her?
I can't imagine. I can't even envision how
No,
that would go down with Dan.
no. I'm shocked he's not in jail. I mean,
It
that's
probably is. Whenever he goes through those months where we can't get a hold of him, he's probably in a cell.
yeah. Dude, he is something else.
He's broken up with me and Anthony so many times.
Oh, dude, I remember like the whole last year that I had, I was on 2K and we kind of played still a little bit.
Yeah.
I didn't play with him until like the last month or two, and you all were like, yeah, let me get Dan in here. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Dan? Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
that
even
guy.
know because he had broke up. I was like, well, he's gone, which I wasn't upset about, but it's
Yeah.
whatever.
It's funny.
That
I haven't
dude,
played 2K. I haven't played PS4 since like last summer. I've taken a big
me
break
either.
from that. You
Actually,
sold
I ain't
yours.
played. Yeah, I ain't played since probably December, January of last year.
Yeah.
Well, December of 19, January, and then it sat for like 2 or 3 months. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'll get rid of it. And then actually, I was anticipating the PS5. I didn't think it was going to be like it
Yeah.
was when it came out. realized it was going to be a big blow up and you couldn't find it and it was $800. So I thought, well, I'll get rid of my PS4 while I, can make money off of it and I'll pick up PS5 during Christmas. But that ain't happening.
Yeah, I don't play enough to where I'm gonna buy it.
Oh no, not for that money.
Yeah, it's like,
and I thought it may come down or come. You start seeing it in stock.
Yeah,
man, it's crazy.
How much is it? It's $500?
No, it's like $800.
800?
Yeah, it's the last I seen.
That's ridiculous for a fucking video game.
Yeah, and people selling them online for like $1,600, $1,700. Nah, that ain't worth it to me, buddy.
Anthony says he's coming now. He just went to grab some food.
Also, he's going to be stuffing his face while he's on camera. Yeah, I can't wait.
That's good. Donut boy.
It's going to make me hungry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll probably pick up another PS4 here soon. It'll probably be after the wedding because most of my money's going to that right now. And then I'm doing stuff with guns and stuff like that. So
yeah.
PlayStation's kind of on the back burner. I'll get one though. I mean, I work at a pawn shop, so
you do?
We get them. Yeah, we get them in every now and then. I'll scrap one in one day.
Sure.
No big deal.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right. Yeah.
I got burnt out, man. 2K is not what it used to be.
It gets boring after. You fucking suck. It gets boring after Jesus. It gets boring. Sorry.
Sounds like you're talking about it. Sounds like you're playing it.
No, yeah, right. Oh my God, I hate being a Yankees fan.
Yeah, I feel your pain with the Bulls and Tennessee, but
Dude, the Knicks are in the playoffs. I don't know if you know that.
No, I didn't know that.
They clinched last night.
Oh crap! Really?
So I might need to go to a game. If I need to get the vaccine up my left ass cheek, I'll do it. If I can watch a playoff game at the Garden.
Boy, we're getting in deep here now. Oh no!
Hey man,
starts getting the vaccine. Don't cut that out.
I don't know. I might have to cut that out.
Do you see where McDonald's is putting vaccine syringes on their fry boxes?
For real?
Yeah, they're going to start putting a little syringe of the vaccine.
I have no issue with it. I just don't like how they're force feeding it. Hold on one second, dude. I want to send Anthony an invite because he's ready.
All right.
The fuck did I just do? Hold on. He just called me.
I would make me some coffee, but I ain't got time to do it.
He's coming. Invite Anthony. Invite.
I wonder how funny it'd be if I told him, hold on, let me get a cup of coffee.
You should do it right away.
I'm going to, because I actually want to make a cup, so.
Hold on. He's coming. See if he joins. He is in the waiting room.
In the waiting room.
And now should be in. Hold on. Join.
I ain't going to have a cigarette.
Here he is. Yes! My cousin's here.
Better late than never, boys.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hey, sexy.
Donut
Hold
boy.
on, let me get a cup of coffee.
This is recording. This is recording, just so you know.
Gotta get a cup of coffee. Oh, God.
Look at Robert with the little fade. I like it.
Do I look cute?
So cute.
Thanks.
Are we talking about how you triggered people on your Facebook today?
Yeah, so tell me about that because you told me who was it? Don't say it on camera. Don't say it on camera. We'll talk about it. I mean, I'm assuming it's cousins of ours because that's usually the case. But
yeah,
I was just telling Mike, once I post something like that, I mute it right away because I know people are going to get. I just think it's funny, and a lot of people do think it's funny, but then there are a couple, people who like to be sensitive. Hypersensitivity. So, hey,
bunch of angry elves, dude.
Yeah, man, and it's not even bad. The shit I post, it really isn't. It's just funny.
I didn't think that was.
I just thought it was funny.
It's your opinion. Shit.
I don't even want to know what's going on in my comment section right now. I muted. I just went through my whole page and muted it. I don't want to know. I don't get into that. Not with family. Not with family, man. What you been doing, man?
Shoot. Had a little work today. Had a little workout. Had to run some errands.
Yep.
What about you? What's up with you, little Ferb?
Hey, I'm just drinking my coffee.
Where's One-Eye Joe at?
Cigarette.
Why, Joe? Has Mike met Joe? Mike, you know?
I'm pretty sure
I don't know. Have I?
I don't know.
he was the one who
who?
said.
He said that to Dan, I thought.
Did he say it to Dan
I think he said to Dan he was going to stab him in the eye
with a pencil?
with a pencil at his front
Yeah.
doorstep.
Wait, is this somebody we played with?
Yes, on PS4 2K.
Yeah.
You might
I
have
don't
been.
remember ever pissing anybody off for that. I don't.
Okay.
I don't remember somebody telling me that.
He was fine. He's a good dude.
It probably was Dan.
Yeah.
I forgot his PSN name.
Don't say it on here if you. I know it, but it's just I'm trying not to call anybody out for anything.
Oh yeah, because that's probably the only way I know it's PSN.
We were just talking about Dan, but don't say Dan's name on here now because I just told Mike Dan doesn't want to be married, and I don't want that out there.
This really?
Well, that's
Yeah.
getting cut out.
No, it's gonna be in there because
Oh, Dan
people don't know
texted
who
me
we're
the other
talking
day.
about.
I forgot to text him back. Oh,
They don't know who we're talking about, so we're good.
I feel like a a-hole.
Yeah. What do you say?
He asked me about work.
Oh, good. How's work, man?
It's up there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably a little crazy right now.
It's up there. God is good though. I'm still here.
Man,
You're more of a man than I am.
I'm telling you, man, every day I pray that you.
Hey, it's much appreciated and much needed. People have lost their marbles.
It is crazy,
Yeah.
dude. It is common sense is gone, and people.
Dude, common sense is out the window. Look at the gas thing that's happening right now. I've
Oh.
seen people fill up laundry baskets,
Yeah,
Wawa
Plastic
bags. Like,
yeah, totes.
they don't care about
Like-
other people. People are so selfish now, dude.
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
me first society.
Yeah,
yeah.
me too.
Me first,
I know.
not two.
Me too.
It's
Hashtag
only me.
Hashtag me too.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, yo. And we were just talking about 2K.
Dude, I'm gonna have to set something up so I can get back on the PlayStation. I still have my PlayStation. Are y'all getting the next 2K?
I ain't even got a PlayStation yet.
He's got to buy his PS4.
I gotta get another one.
Are you gonna get PS5?
God, not if it stays
No.
where it's at right now.
I know, right?
Not now.
Not worth it.
Not now.
I mean, I thought it was going to be cross-platform, and it's not. So
It's
honestly, I
not?
shouldn't.
Dang, man.
I don't think it is. So I shouldn't have never even got rid of the other one.
Yeah.
I doubt the graphics are that much better. So
It's all about the TV you have too. You got to remember that.
yeah,
You know.
and I'm not spending on going to get a
that's-
4K TV.
people go all out for that shit, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not for something I only play
video game.
once every other month now. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
No.
I miss
Y'all
the memories.
remember-
Yeah, dude.
Go ahead.
I do too. It was fun.
Y'all remember Toto?
Yep. We
Playing
played.
with
Well, that
Toto?
was me and you, Mike. I don't know if Anthony
Yeah.
probably doesn't remember because it was a while ago, but that was
Yeah.
how we started playing in the NBA 2K Park,
Yep.
and we were fucking balling. Alley,
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy.
threes.
I was thinking the other day, man.
Pick and roll.
Who would have thought 7 or 8 years ago that? Well, I mean, because we've known each other for 7 or 8
Yeah,
years.
man.
Or so. And who would have thought? Like, I happened to step on a court with you and Ant,
Right.
and we started balling, and then
It was
just
fun.
because I
man.
stepped on that court, dude, we've been friends for 8 years. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Yo,
man.
that's crazy.
That's
crazy
why
to
when
think
people
of.
like make fun of video games, like I don't get it because like you really make friendships.
You connect on that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, we had immediate chemistry too. It's crazy. It was just insane.
yeah.
Like immediate.
And you don't find, you don't find people.
No,
like
I
that.
played with so many randoms that were trash. I was like,
Arrogant.
oh, yeah, terrible.
I mean, yeah, it was, and it's still bad. Like there's, when I played last summer, was playing a bunch of rec with like Dan. There is still so many randoms who don't pass the fucking ball, and that always
yeah.
ticked me off.
Yo, who do we play with that never passed you the ball, Bert? And
Probably
you like called
everybody.
him
I was
out.
arrogant. Misha,
Oh
was it?
man, I remember Misha, dude.
Misha,
Misha, I don't remember.
she was the chick that we played with. Do you know Firewood? We played with Firewood, and then he had a friend named Misha.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Who was the WWE kid? Hardy Boy?
Oh, Hardy
oh
Boy.
yeah,
That was
Hardy
Beast's.
was good when he.
That was
I mean, he
Evan's
was
buddy.
good.
Yeah, he was good.
But he
What did
did
he
get a
say to
little.
you?
Can you share a place so I can walk? Oh, shit. Dude, you
I
remember
mean, he
that
could
time
shoot, but
he was he was. Yeah, you remember that time we were talking to Evan, to Beast, and Hardy Boy was. You could hear him at his house in the background singing.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
He was like, and I was like, "Is
remember
that
that.
Jeff Hardy fan?" He's like, "No, that's my mom." I'm like, "No, that's not your mom. It's not your mom."
I'll never forget when we played with Beast and he had the kid voice, right?
Yeah, and then the
And
last
then
time,
one day we I don't know, a year or two later we played
Yep.
with him and he was like, "Hey, what's up,
hey,
guys?"
what the fuck?
Somebody grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was good too.
So when we played
Yeah.
the Rec, it was me, you, Mike, and Filthy. And did we have like other people with us too?
Well, that's when we would try to find like either
A
Toto
fifth.
or Beast. Yeah, we really didn't have a go-to fifth person because it was
Yeah.
just so hard to get everybody on at the same time. I feel like.
Yeah.
Dan was sometimes there
Yeah, Dan was in there.
when he didn't
Yeah,
break up
I
with
mean,
us.
Yeah,
Right. Right,
That
we just
was,
talked about that.
You know, depending on which week that was. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, hearing him rage is by far the funniest.
Oh my gosh. I missed
that
so
was
much.
probably the funniest time, the funnest time, like most
I
fun time.
missed that.
I don't
so
know
much.
though, man. To hear Rob rage,
Oh,
pretty
that's
funny
classic.
too. Yes.
Oh, I have videos.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Rob
say Ant's got some footage of
raging
it.
in MLB.
Yes. To hear him
Ant-
go off is hilarious.
Ant's got some good footage of me. I've got some good footage of Ant still on my PlayStation.
He does, man. He has this one where I was playing Call of Duty, and it was during the summertime, and our AC wasn't working or something.
Yeah.
And I started taking my anger out on the air conditioning.
All you hear when he starts getting mad is,
Yep. I had Tourette's. Once I got angry, I just got ticks and just went nuts.
and then all of a sudden he'd shoot a free throw. Kobe.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not denying it. Not denying it.
It was either Kobe or it was Moist.
Moist.
Would beat the hell out of the table he was next to.
Yeah, I broke that table. You pounded the shit out of
Dude,
it.
Bert, you remember when we were on vacation, you broke the pool stick?
Yes, I snapped it over my knee. And I thought everybody was going to yell at me. I was so nervous.
If it got really bad after his Tourette's, he'd just leave the chat and come back after the game.
Or Anthony would know this. When it got really quiet on my end, he knew something was wrong.
Dude, I couldn't keep a straight face, man. I knew something was about to explode, dude.
Anthony knew when I went like 5 or 6 minutes without talking, he already started laughing because he knew it was coming out.
Yo, what would kill me is
all did.
Rob would like say stuff under his breath about Dan's gameplay.
Yes, passive aggressive though.
Yeah, you always knew when Dan was starting to piss him off. You always knew it.
I was very passive aggressive to everybody. I'm not gonna lie. Even Anthony sometimes I was.
Yeah.
Anthony knew it.
That's when Ant would be like, "Yeah, I think
Anthony would miss. Anthony would miss a three. Ant would miss a three from the corner, and I would be like, "Guys, we've got to have a better team 3-point percentage."
Yeah.
And I wouldn't directly say it to him, but I would be like, "We've got to start shooting more."
And then all you hear is silence.
Yep.
Yeah, as long as we don't, that's fine. We can keep talking about his threes. We ain't gonna talk about my layups or nothing
Oh man.
because I can't help
Layup
it.
Mike.
I can't
Mike's
help
got some patience though. Because when Robert misses a layup, dude, game over.
I have to have patience, dude. I can't hit a layup.
Mike will
Mike's
get the
got some
layup.
patience.
Get his offensive rebound. Missed another one. Got another offensive rebound.
Trying to get my double-double, man.
Yeah, that's how you get it.
That's why I just started making the big digs. I was like, if I'm gonna miss,
Yeah.
at least I can get my rebound. So
When's the next 2K come out?
It's every September, I believe.
September.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
usually
Yeah.
it's usually
Dude,
September beginning.
how do they not make it cross-platform by now? Like, they should know.
Oh, I know. That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
all
it
this
should be.
tech,
It should be.
how do you strike out on that pitch?
Same reason they ain't made a cross-platform gaming system yet.
So I am done watching the Yankees.
Are y'all winning?
How are we winning? Cute. And boy,
Are the Knicks going to win the championship?
I'm not gonna lie. I am more excited watching the Knicks.
That's a
than
no.
any
That's a
other
no,
team this
Bert. That's a no.
year. No, don't. Hey, house money, baby. Never know house money.
Yeah, that's only you only got faith in them because LeBron ain't gonna be in the championship this year.
I hope not.
Dude, LeBron needs to just go
He's
somewhere else, man.
He's a
I
moron.
agree.
He is a
The
moron.
bum.
He needs to. Yeah.
That dude is off his rocker.
He needs to stick to sports. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's about. He don't need to stick to that anymore either.
Nah. Nah. I don't know. You guys gonna watch the fight this weekend?
Fuck yeah!
So
I got a wedding to go to, but
There's,
I'll watch
free
it
this
after I get
weekend?
home.
What?
Are they free?
I don't know.
I think it's pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's pay-per-view.
Is
It's
it
a big
pay-per-view?
one. It's a pay-per-view fight.
Oliveira and Chandler.
Whatchamacallit?
Chandler.
Ferguson.
He's the
is
co-main
fighting.
event. Ferguson
Oh,
is.
Who's
Yeah.
the main
He's the
event?
co.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
Oliveira and Michael Chandler.
Yeah, that's the co-main.
That's the main event.
Yeah, that's wait. Chandler is
Charles
the main
Oliveira.
event.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I thought who's the
Yeah,
co-main?
that's for the vacant title. Co-main's Ferguson and Dariush.
Okay, I know Tony
Yeah.
Ferguson. I don't know the other guy.
He's pretty good, man.
I thought Ferguson was fighting Oliveira.
No.
Oh,
That's
no.
Michael Chandler,
Oh,
which is going to be a heck of a fight, dude. Because Chandler's got he's like
Yeah.
Usman power.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
have y'all seen the Dariush highlights lately? That guy is nasty.
Yeah,
Who?
he is.
I can't pronounce his damn name. Benaline or something.
Yeah, Dariush.
Oh, I don't know. That's the dude who's fighting Tony.
Yeah, he had that. Didn't he have that roundhouse kick to the face, knock that dude out? I was watching some highlights of something, and I think that was him. That he did this backflip kick and square on the dude's face, just knocked him clean out. It was nasty.
Wow.
Yeah, he's good. That's gonna be a good card.
I hope
We
so.
all got for the McGregor fight in a couple months.
Oh, I can't wait. I hope Connor takes it, dude. I love Connor.
I know, me
He's,
too.
he's
Dude, did you see
entertaining.
they just released he was the richest athlete of 2020?
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Beat
he
Floyd
deserves it, though,
Mayweather
man.
in finance. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That's because Mayweather. That's why he's trying to fight these Paul kids. Because
This
he's
is
trying
crazy.
to stay relevant.
Yeah.
It is
He's just
insane. Me
trying
and
to
Anthony
stay
talked about
relevant.
it too.
Dude,
Yeah.
I like that's what boxing has become.
That's
Yeah.
what I was saying.
Just one big show.
You'll never see one of those YouTubers jump into the UFC, dude.
Nope.
They'll get hurt.
Didn't Jake Paul or one of the two idiots call out Tyson Fury?
Yeah, Jake Paul did. He
Dude,
called out his brother.
He'd be an idiot
Yeah.
to go fight Tyson Fury.
He called out Daniel Cormier, dude.
Yeah, which I mean,
Dude.
yeah, he's calling all the retired, washed up people.
In a boxing match. Like, go fight him in a cage.
Yeah, exactly. Come over to
Right.
MMA and see how tough you are.
It's crazy.
That's a man's sport.
I do give it to him, though. He is making his money, I guess.
Yeah, but that's a problem, man. Today's world, you make your money off being an ignorant
Yeah.
ass
Yeah.
and completely stupid, and everybody just loves it. And it's like,
Preach.
That's
It
the
don't take
generation
talent.
for sure.
That's
It
where we
is.
That's what
are.
they love.
That
you
is
know,
where
it
we
don't
are.
like back in the day. Jordan got his fame and money because of his talent. Because
Winning.
he was good. Now, winning. Now, people Well, the same with Muhammad Ali. I mean, that's how he got his name and his fame and his, But now all you got to do is post a video on social media. It goes viral, and boom,
If
you're
you're
an
on
instant
social
millionaire.
media and you post one thing that catches people's attention, you're up there and you're getting paid.
Yeah.
Dude, Vine. I was talking to Robert about that the other day, dude. Vine, when Vine came out,
I
it
remember
made so
that.
many people famous, dude. So many people famous.
That's like Dude Perfect. They got famous
Yeah.
on Vine, dude, and I mean they're
But
cool.
their stuff is cool though. They
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
some
I like
they
them.
got
They're
some dope
cool.
content, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're fun because they actually do some really cool shit.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's no faking it. Like,
No.
No.
Like I'm sure it takes them a ton of tries, but
oh yeah,
definitely less tries than it would your average person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
But to have
Yeah.
your own facility, bro, like
yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a ton of people that start on Vine that hit it off. But I mean,
With
that's
the
just
TV
social media. That's
shows,
just
man.
You go through
Yeah.
those trends of this guy's famous for it, then the next guy comes and he's a big thing. It's crazy.
Now that you have TikTokers,
Yep, and TikTok. I cannot stand that
gosh.
word to begin with.
That place
But
is toxic.
dude, did y'all get haunted by the TikTok ads? Like,
yes,
all the time, bro.
it's everywhere.
Yeah.
They
It's
were
on-
creepy too. They weren't even like
Yeah.
advertisable, dude.
That's what
Yeah.
people. I'm telling you, man. Like some of them are a little weird for me. Like you'll have underage, like
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
Oh, it's
dancing,
scary, dude.
underage teens dancing on that shit, and you know who's
Well, that's
watching
like
that.
that one went viral. That one as in some video of like a voiceover video, and it was like a little girl and him, and they were like looking down each other's shirt and all this mess. And it's
Oh
like,
yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I was like, man, if I was in that room, I'd have smacked him silly.
Dude.
Like he needs to be in jail.
That's the thing, man. Like, dude, the social media and the people today are like just taking a negative toll on children, bro. Like,
Oh, it's bad.
I remember when that was surfacing, dude. Like,
Yeah,
it's
and nobody even
disgusting.
cared. Nobody said nothing. Nobody. It's
Yeah,
normal.
it's because they're all for these no gender. Like, this grown man can go in your little girl's bathroom.
Crazy.
It's okay.
You're
Blah blah
so
blah
bad.
blah. Like, no, it's not okay.
No, it's not at all. I mean, let me catch somebody like that in the bathroom with my daughter because she's
Uh,
11.
Yeah.
I'll be catching a murder charge.
and people are trying to normalize that shit. Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
Yo,
Yeah.
something is in the water, bro. Like,
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I don't. There's no logical like way. Like,
Dude, it's I'm
Just-
not even kidding. Like having common values, it's become
oh,
like,
it's out the window.
controversial.
morals, values.
It's controversial now.
They took God out of the country and replaced it with just madness.
That's when we started going downhill. When they started taking the Bible out of schools, prayer out of schools, Ten
Yeah.
Commandments down, all that. That's when that was the decline right there. And now you're seeing the effects of it.
It's crazy.
You can cut this out, Bert. We're
Yeah, I'll cut out whatever I need to cut out. Don't worry about it.
We're fucked.
I'm not gonna. This part's gonna be cut out, and so keep doing. Your
Hey, you
thing.
can start a news channel too. You know,
No, I'm not including some of this part.
political news.
Yeah.
One sec,
Oh,
keep
yeah,
talking. I
we're-
just gotta do something.
You can't get fit. We're so low.
I want to be able to include some part of this podcast, so we go back to like sports or something.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine, baby girl.
All right. Cut out whatever. I'll just cut that out. But
Oh, remember when we'd be playing? I remember I'd always hear Hank go, "Fuck yeah, man! Fuck yeah!"
yeah, that was me, right?
Fuck
That
yeah,
was
man."
right.
That was
Yeah.
both. Oh yeah, it was you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ant would make all the farting noises. But yeah.
Oh man.
No, I miss it. I
We need to
miss it,
get back
especially-
on, man. I'll hook my shit
Yeah.
up.
Waiting
Dude.
for Mike. Waiting for Mike.
Well, I mean, I need to.
Oh,
How
you
much
sold
do you think
yours,
PS4
Yeah, I'll
is.
figure out something.
dude. PS4 is probably $100 right now.
That's not.
No,
too
they're
much.
still about 250
A PS4, really?
If you get a used one, I'm sure you can.
used. Yeah, that's used. They're still about like 250 used.
What?
Yeah, I thought
Riot
they
and
dropped.
loot for
That's why
one,
I sold
Mike.
mine. Loot? What?
You should riot and loot for one.
Well, down here
That
it's
would
not
be
acceptable.
the acceptable way in today's
Yeah, I mean
society.
that's what we're doing today. So
I'll have to cross into Virginia to do that.
yeah,
I can't do that here.
you can riot.
Down here, you get shot if you riot. But anyway, off that.
Just throw up some sign and then they'll let you in. All right. Yeah. That's yeah, I don't know. We covered a lot. I don't know if you guys have anything to add.
Yeah, I'm just I'm waiting on him to get all the filthy.
Yeah, Anthony ruined that whole relationship.
What? I never did hear the full story of that. So what did you?
Anthony, take it away, man.
Oh man, it was so long ago. It was.
Why would you call the man's work number one? I just want to.
I didn't know it was his work. What did I do? Did I text his work or did I?
His work, and you left
called
some
him.
kind of
What I heard.
I left
crazy
a
message.
voicemail.
Yeah.
What did you say? That's what I want to know.
Said some shit.
I don't remember, dude. I was just doing. I used to troll Filthy
Yeah.
a lot, but I forgot what I said. But he obviously didn't like it.
Never the same.
I feel like you pissed off a lot of people we played with like that.
We both
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you spammed them because you did it to me every time. I'd be playing my own game or something. I get like request after request after request. I'm like,
That's because Bert used to do that shit to me, so I had to give it to someone else.
I hated that.
Yeah, and I'd get it from both sides, both of you. I'm like, golly, can I finish this game?
He did that to Dan all the time, and he would go bizarre.
Yo,
That
dude,
doesn't surprise me. at
I'll
all.
never forget. I was on the phone with Dan, or it was in a party. I don't remember.
Texting him.
But Robert was texting Dan, calling him Dr. Dan, and he was like,
Continuously.
"Who the f- is Dr. Dan?"
And we just he was talking to Anthony in the middle of a party chat, something like that. No, I think he was talking to Anthony on the phone on speakerphone, and I was texting Dan as Anthony was talking or something. I don't know what it was, maybe in a chat, but I was texting him and he keeps reading it. Dan, Dr. Dan, Dr. Dan, Dr. Dan. Who the fuck is Dr. Dan? It was the funniest shit. It was one for the fucking.
It's
books.
fun to screw with him, man.
You ever play Call of Duty with him or Battlefield, dude?
I
can imagine.
Yeah, that's tough because he's gone through that, so he's got a little bit of PTSD.
Dude, I remember him and Robert playing it at 4 a.m. one time. It was literally 4 a.m, and Dan was like cracked.
Yeah,
Like
literally.
Yo,
I have to be at 4 a.m, dude, to stay awake.
that's when you
I remember,
would make your coffee, dude.
No, I made my coffee at 2, at 12 or 2. Cigarette.
He'd go for his cigarette, and then he'd go get the coffee
Yeah.
outside the door.
I'd always. Well, what happened was, what had happened was,
sometimes he'd never come back.
I did. We would be playing. We'd be playing rec, and we'd have to wait on our fifth person. Because Bert would never play with fucking randoms.
Yep.
So we'd always have to wait.
That was
on
my
one
rule.
more person. So then we get a hold of somebody. Oh, he said he'll be here after he gets home, or he'll be here in 10 minutes, or he'll be here. So we'd be waiting like 30 minutes to start a game of rec. Or waiting for somebody to join. So I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm going to make me a cup of coffee. And then I'd text Bert and I'd be like, dude, just message me whenever I'll be outside having a cigarette. Just message me whenever we start, when we get loaded in, and I'll come on in and play. It worked out good.
Bro,
Yes.
Bert hated randoms, dude.
I know.
hated. I didn't even have to know how they played or know who they were. I
You
hated
wouldn't
it
give
from
him
the
a
start.
chance.
No. Fuck no.
And then I'd always say, Bert, remember, because when we couldn't find nobody, he'd refuse to play. Refuse. I'm like, dude, just play with. We don't have to pass to him. I was like, let's just remember, I was a random at one time, Bert. I was a random.
I was a random at one time.
I was a random. You gave me a
That's not wrong. Yeah.
Dan was a random, man. That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
still a random.
All the guys I've played with, like Toto and Beast, I mean, they were all randoms at one point.
Yeah,
I
everybody
mean,
is.
Filthy, he was a random. I mean, sometimes you just gotta. I don't know. I try to I chase rewards, and y'all wouldn't be on. So it's like, well, I'll just play with somebody. If they don't pass, I just won't play with them again.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it did start getting really toxic toward the end when I stopped playing. Like everybody wanted to be Curry. That's the thing. Curry started getting hot. Everybody wants to be Curry.
Because Anthony started that shit.
Dude, y'all ever like notice like Dan would make the most ridiculous shots, dude, and I would never
Yes.
like understand
When he was hot,
how.
he was fucking hot.
Yo, dude, he
Yeah,
would
but
take
then
some Curry
hit a half
shots.
court.
He was. I mean, when he got hot. Listen, when he's cold, it's a different story. He is a
Oh,
chore
dude.
to sit through. But when
he
he's
passed
hot,
to the other team when he was cold. I mean, that dude was terrible.
he was hilarious. When I
He
tell you,
just-
like, go ahead, Ant.
Dude, I don't just. You know, the thing about Dan, when he was cold, he would take his headset off, but
Yep,
we would still hear him.
You could hear him.
Yeah.
He would talk shit about us.
Yeah.
And you
He
still
didn't
hear
know
him.
we
Yeah.
could hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Crazy.
when he went cold and he lost it.
And
Like
then he'd hop back on the
running.
mic. Back guys, something.
Yeah, like he
Oh,
never
okay.
even said nothing.
Sure.
He
Yeah,
made some
And I
weird
mean-
ass noises, dude.
Yeah.
he'd run out of bounds, pissed off, like I'm lagging, man, I'm lagging.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
lagging. We're like, we know
The
you ain't
ultimate
lagging,
rage
dude.
quitter.
Get out of here. Yeah, well, you ain't lagging. Get out of here.
Oh man. When he was hot, I will give him that.
Yeah.
He was fucking
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah,
He would take 40-footers, and I don't know how he would, but he would drain them. All right, hold on. I just got a message from Zoom saying,
the meeting
Okay,
no longer has a time
"Oh no,
limit.
never mind.
Yeah,
For some reason it said it extended, so we're good."
yeah. I just hit OK and it went away. I was like, okay.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't know. If you guys have anything else to add, Anthony, I know you have a Twitch. If you want to plug that in, you can, but you probably have a bunch of followers already.
My Twitch is Flying Triangle TTV. I stream mainly Call of Duty.
He's
So
laughing at you. He's laughing at you.
if you want to see some greatness upon
How did
your
I not know?
eyeballs,
Have you gotten your KD up to 1 yet?
my Katie's always been a 1. Sexy.
What is it?
It's like in Warzone, it's like a 1.20 something.
You still play that shit?
Yeah, man.
1.1.
I have it.
Why don't you come play, Robert?
I don't have the PC.
It's cross-platform, you goose.
Oh. All right. Well, I
Don't
used to
be
play with
butthurt,
Chuck a
Bert.
little bit.
Oh, Chuck, choking threes, choking game winners still.
Yo, I'm going to send him that clip.
I love Chuck, man.
I miss
Chuck's
him. We
good
got to get him
people.
on the show next.
Yeah, Chuck's good people. When are you gonna get Dan on the show, man?
Yeah,
I
we're
have been
waiting.
trying for 2
That will be
years.
the best episode. You
Yeah.
could.
Yeah.
That'll go viral.
He
A lot of
does- he-
editing.
Guys, he tells me all the time, let me on your show, let me on your show. I tell him, all right, I'm letting you on. He never fucking answers me when the time comes. He
That doesn't
never
surprise
answers
me.
me. He's
That's classic
impossible
Dan,
to get.
dude.
It is classic Dan.
Yeah.
Dude, you just gotta catch them on the right time. It's kind of like a rare Pokemon, dude. Just the right throw, bro.
Guys, thank you so much for hopping on.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, Mike. All right.